Cuba is experiencing one of its worst energy crises in years. Anger over rolling blackouts and a shortage of food are culminating in protests. There are reports of anti-government demonstrators attacking a Communist Party office in central Cuba. Videos on social media showed fire and people throwing rocks through the windows of a building. Cuban President Miguel Díaz Canel addressed the protests, saying, "It is understandable that the prolonged blackouts cause distress in our town as a consequence of the U.S. energy blockade, cruelly intensified in recent months." But he goes on to say, for vandalism and violence, there will be no impunity. Cuba's power outages got worse after the U.S. seized Nicolas Maduro in January, ending Venezuelan shipments of oil to the island. President Trump has also threatened to impose tariffs on any country that supplies oil to Cuba. And since then, airlines have restricted service to the island because they can no longer refuel. Classes have been suspended and government employees are working remotely to try and preserve energy.
We can't stand because the situation in Cuba is very difficult. It's very hard, this situation. We're suffocating in this situation.
Facing pressure, President Díaz Canel says he spoke with President Trump last week. Díaz Canel indicated the point of the talks was to find common ground to ensure the security of both the U.S. and Cuba. President Trump says Cuba needs to make a deal.
Cuba's at the end of the line. They're very much at the end of the line. They have no money. They have no oil. They have a bad philosophy. They have a bad regime that's been bad for a long time.
Public protests are rare in Cuba, where there is no specific law to regulate these types of demonstrations. It leaves those who are arrested in legal limbo. In Washington, Martha Rivera, Fox News.